Hello, my dear teachers. Good morning to all of you, and welcome you all to this YouTube channel on teaching techniques that could be used for this online education, especially during the time of this pandemic. So, welcome you all to my channel, Learn with Professor Evelyn Brinda, and thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe and click the bell icon so that you can get notification whenever I add new videos, especially on online teaching tools. I am also a teacher and a professor in a university, so I am also facing the same issues. I am exploring a lot of tools that are available online, especially made for teachers. So as I explore, I will be creating a new video to add that into my channel. So kindly keep watching my channel. Let's quickly jump into the tool that I would like to introduce to you today. So many of you had, when I conducted sessions for teachers on how to handle classes online, the common question that most of the teachers asked was how to keep my students engaged during my online teaching. Okay, so this tool comes very handy, very easy to use, and also it is a boon for the teachers, especially when you're doing online teaching. So this tool is known as Kahoot, Kahoot. Okay, Kahoot. So teachers who are new to this, just go into the website called www.kahoot.com. Okay, .kahoot.com, and you will have to create an account here by signing up. So if you are new to this, you have to sign up. So when you sign up, there are many options available. You can sign up as a teacher, you can sign up as a student, or you can have a personal account, or a professional also can use this. Okay, if you're doing some industrial trainings also, we can use the same Kahoot as a software. So you can go into the teacher's account. The reason why I'm asking you to go into teacher's account, because it is free for teachers. So please go into teacher's account and create a new account. Since I have already got an account, I have just opened my page. So you can see that my name appears here, and this is my home page. Okay, this is my home page tab in Kahoot. Now, let me just show you how to add questions into Kahoot or create questions, and how to conduct and in between session. That suppose you're teaching for your whole classroom teaching is online teaching is say for about 40 minutes. Okay, say after 20 minutes of teaching, you want to check whether your students have really understood what you have taught for the first 20 minutes. So you can already you could have added some 5 questions into Kahoot. So just ask them to move into Kahoot website and conduct that, so that you can understand how far your students are, they have gone through the topic that you have taught them for the first 20 minutes. Okay, so that we call it, in the technical terminology, it is known as formative assessment. So why do we do actually formative assessment? Is 2 reasons. The first reason is to check whether your students are really following your classes, or they have just kept your screen on and gone off somewhere. Number 2 is for teachers to give a correct feedback. Okay, you have taught them for 20 minutes, say for example, and you want to check whether that 20 minutes content has really reached the students. So you just conduct a 5-question test in between. Okay, it's a format to kind of keep them also engaged, and also you assess them, and then you move to the next topic, so that you know that they are coming along with you. Okay, so that's a fantastic thing about Kahoot. So you, after you sign up and create an account, a page like this opens, so you can create questions. So there is a button here called create. Can you see there on the right hand corner? So just click this create button. Okay, and once you click the create button, it will ask you whether you need to create a new Kahoot, or you have to use the already existing Kahoot. Let me show you from scratch. So we're creating a new Kahoot. Okay, and first let me just type in the question here. So this is the space where I have to type in the question. So let me just show you a very simple question. Name the capital. Okay, so that is the question, and here I can choose time limit for this question to be answered by the student. So there will be a countdown running. Minimum time is 5 seconds, and maximum it can go up to 240 seconds. Let me ideally take up 20 seconds. Okay, you can choose depending on the difficulty of the question. Let me choose the timing. Okay, so it is up to the teachers. Let me just show you with 20 seconds. Okay, and giving points for the question, it will be the Kahoot software will automatically assign points. So you have 3 levels. You can assign 0 to the question. Okay, you can assign 1000, and the third level is 2000. So let me take up the center one, which is 1000 points for this question. And please inform your students that even if all of them know the answer correctly, they should be really, really quick in clicking the correct option. The delay time that they take in clicking the correct option, the marks will be reduced accordingly. Okay, so you have to be also intelligent and quick also. Okay, and your question can have a single select or multiple select. I go for single select. Okay, and I add the options here. Before that, I can go for adding an image which is relevant to the question. Now this is optional. If I don't want to add an image, I just leave it. If you want to add an image, you can add. There is a lot of library that is available. For the image to be added, or you can choose your image from wherever, okay, your whatever place you want to, okay, and then you can just add image. So let me just take up some image. Okay, let me just add some image to you. I'm just adding some sample image. It may not be relevant to the question, just to show you how to add image. Okay, and let me add the answers. Okay, and as I add the answers, can you see here there is a small ring that is appearing? So if you just click on that, which means that is the correct option. So I will click on the correct option here, and remaining I'll just leave it blank. So I have to choose one as the correct option. Okay, and I think I'm almost done. So I have added the time, I have added points, I have added how many options are correct, and I have added all the 4 options, and I have not forgotten to choose the correct option also. Now, there is also one more thing that you can do is, you can also add 4 images as 4 options. That is also possible. Okay, I can add an image of as the first option, again another image here as a second option, third image here as a third option, and fourth image. So I can either add a text as an option, correct, the multiple choice options, or I can add 4 images also. Okay, so that is also possible. And once I'm done with all the questions, I will give done. Okay, now I need to add a title for this entire question. So let me add sample Kahoot. Okay, and let me add today's date, so that it is not, I'm able to correctly take out the Kahoot that I have actually added. So let me add 2720. Okay, and if I want, I can give a description here. If not needed, I'll just leave it. I'll continue. Now my Kahoot will actually validate the question. What does it mean by validating the question? It will go through the question. It will check whether all of the options I have given correctly. Time limit should have been given, points should have been given, all 4 options should have been given, and the correct option should have been chosen. Okay, so once all this is done, it will validate, and once it is validated, it will ask me to click done. Got it? So now I have I have created one Kahoot session. Can you see that the Kahoot that I have created, sample Kahoot with today's date, is appearing here. Now, how do we conduct this for the students? Now, suppose you are handling a video session. In between, you want to conduct a Kahoot. So what you have to do is ask your students to log into KAHOOT. Okay, that is the website. For teachers, it is kahoot.com. For students, it is kahoot.it. Now, come back to your Kahoot. Okay, suppose you want to conduct this Kahoot as an example. Let me show you another Kahoot that I want to conduct for my students. Okay, there are 5 questions here in this Kahoot. Can you see 5 questions? So let me show you how to play this. So I'll have to just click play. Okay, play button, and you can see there are 2 options. One, I can conduct during my teaching session, or it can also be conducted offline. Okay, I can just assign it to them, and anytime afterwards they can take up the test. Now since it is a online session, let me click this teach over here. Okay, so once I click the teach here, it will be asking me, it will be giving me two options again. One is classic mode, another is team mode. Classic mode is suppose there are 50 students, each student will have to take up the test. And this is team mode. You can separate them into teams, and the teams can take up the test. Let me go for one by one mode. So it is classic mode. Okay, and immediately my Kahoot will generate a game pin. Okay, so see, this is a game pin. So this game pin will be generated each and every time. Let me just mute the volume. So each and every time my Kahoot will be generating a new game pin for me. So the game pin that has been generated now is 715987. So now let me shift to students. This is a student view. So I have to just copy this game pin and enter it here. So 715987. Let me just enter the game pin here, 715987. Okay, and this is a student view. So I'm entering the game pin. Okay, so automatically it is connected. Last for a nickname. Now tell all the students that they should enter either their first name or the last name. So first name means all of them should enter their first name. Okay, and go. So Evelyn was the name added. So now I'll go to the teacher's view. Can you see the one student has been added? So when I add there, automatically it appears in the teacher's screen. Let me show you as one more student. So I will go into Kahoot, kahoot.it. Okay, and it will be asking me for a game pin. So let's assume this is the second student. So I will copy the game pin. This game pin will be appearing in the teacher screen. Okay, so they'll have to look at the teacher screen and enter the game pin 715987. So go here and enter the game pin 715987. Okay, click and you will be getting the name. So ask the student to enter the name and give OK. So when you give OK, come to the teacher's view, you can see two students have joined. So suppose there are 50 students, just share the game pin with all the students. They'll have to go to kahoot.it and just enter the game pin. Suppose you are conducting this frequently in the class, the students can even download an app which is available in Play Store known as Kahoot app. So using the app also, they can enter the game pin and go into the questions and start answering. Now we are into the teacher's website, teacher's web page. So let me start the quiz. Okay, now two students have logged in, one in the name of Evelyn and another student in the name of Brinda. So let me just conduct this test for the two students and show you how it is very, very interesting. So let me just click the start button here. It comes with an inbuilt audio. I have paused the audio so that it doesn't disturb us. So the first question is appearing, who is the left-hander and why? So you can see images here. Out of the 5 people, who is the left-hander? So the timing is running here. Okay, I have given 30 seconds, so there is a countdown going on, and 4 options are given in 4 colors: the red, blue, yellow, and green. Okay, so let me go into the first student and answer the question as blue color. Okay, so here when I go into students, question will not appear. Okay, only the 4 colors will be appearing. So students will have to look at the teacher's website, see which color option is correct and click that color. Okay, the second student did not answer, so only one has answered and that is a wrong answer. Okay, yellow is the correct answer. Now this is teacher's view. So once I click next, the score will be appearing. So out of 2 students, Brinda and Evelyn, both of them have Brinda's answered, but it is wrong. Evelyn has not answered at all, so both of them are scoring 0. When I click next, it goes to the next question. Let me show you the second question. The share of a company founded by Eric Yuan has doubled over the last 1 month. What is that company? You can see 4 colors, 4 options. Let me go into student 1, click one option, go into student 2, click another option. Okay, now both students have answered. So I'm coming here to my teacher's view. Okay, and one have answered correctly, another student have answered wrong. Okay, let me just move on to next to see the score. So you can see the score. One student has answered correctly, so it is 926. Another student has answered wrong, so it is 0. When I click next, it moves to the third question. Very, very simple way of answering. Okay, so this is a question here, and the 4 options will appear, and here the timing also is running. So let me quickly go into the student view, click the correct color, whichever color I think is the correct answer. Come back to teacher's view, you can see both of them have given the correct answer. Okay, let me check the score. So when I go into the score, you can see that it will keep accumulating the score of even the previous questions. Okay, so Evelyn is topping. Okay, now move on to the fourth question. So this is the teacher's view. Okay, and it is a logical thinking question. Okay, and with an image. This question has got an image, so I'll quickly move into the student's view, and I will answer the student's view also. So for the students also, it will tell whether the answer was correct and also their points. Okay, now this is teacher's view. So one have answered wrong and one have answered correctly. Okay, let me go to the score. So now you can see Evelyn is stopping. So Evelyn is on fire. Okay, so that is what it means. And let me go to the last question. So this is a fifth question, and this is also a logical question. And this is a teacher's view of the puzzle. I've also put a image to the question, and the four options are added here. You can see the four options are, 45 days, 59 days, 50 days, and let me just quickly go into the students option and select the answer. Now coming back to teachers, two students have answered and both of them have answered correctly. Okay, so we are at the end of the quiz. So coming to the podium. So podium is, suppose 50 students are answering this quiz. It will finally calculate the score and tell me who's number 1, number 2 and number 3. Okay, since only 2 students, the podium has got only 2 people. Okay, and I go next. I will get a complete report board. So this is a complete report. So let me also show you how to generate the complete report. So just go into the Kahoot homepage. Can you see the report here? The fourth tab here, home, discover, Kahoot and report. Kahoot will give you all the Kahoots that you have created. The same Kahoot also you can repeat it for another classroom. Okay, so go into report generation, you will find something very, very interesting for teachers. So when you click on this report, you will be all classes that you have conducted Kahoot, the report will be available there online. So anytime, anywhere from any system, you can just take out the report. Okay, so let me take a report of something that I conducted recently. So I will open this. See here, this Kahoot was answered by 184 students. Okay, and it was conducted for about 11 minutes and there were 5 questions. Okay, and when this Kahoot was conducted, the overall class average was only 30%. Only 30% of them were correct. Okay, and out of 5 questions, how many questions? 5 questions. Out of 5 questions, 2 is identified as difficult questions. You know why difficult? Because the 2 questions, the score was less than 35%. So whenever any question gets a score less than 35%, the Kahoot will automatically categorize it as difficult question. Okay, so here only 8% of the class got it correct, and only 17% of the class got it correct. So automatically it's identified as difficult question. Okay, and you can see that one more interesting thing. If I go to the summary page, you can see 90 students need help, which means they did not perform well in the quiz. Okay, and if you want, you can play again for those 90 students. And out of 184, 109 did not finish, which means they took up the test but they did not complete all the 5 questions. Okay, so when I just click on this see all 90, I will be getting the names of all the students who did not perform well. So I can even conduct one more Kahoot for them and all that, and I can click here to see the podium, who got first, who got second and who got third. So this is the podium. Number 3 position was Anu. The second position was by Mr. Xavier, and first position was by Jagan. Okay, so this will also, tell me how, what was their performance level, who got first, who did not perform well, what was the difficult questions. Everything is completely recorded and kept in one place in the name of reports. So this, you can use it as a formative assessment and also to keep track of your students' performance throughout your online teaching. So, dear teachers, I very much enjoy using this Kahoot software to conduct my online classes, and I hope this will be also useful to all the teachers community. So you will also enjoy as much as I enjoy using this in my sessions. I hope you also will use this and enjoy. And wish you all a happy online teaching. Stay safe. So please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and click the notification icon, so that whenever I post a new video on any teaching tools, it will directly come to your intimation. Thank you very much, teachers. Wish you all a happy teaching.